We had to pause once again. Look who's back.
Our friends are back.
All right, so before this video gets started, I do want to mention that we just restocked on our salmon colored t-shirts. These suckers are super fire. Got the Goon Squad logo on that front pocket and the dang sun in two tones on the back. A lot of you guys have been asking for them and they always go super quick. So if you guys want to copy one, definitely be sure to visit goonzquad.com and help support your boys. But as of right now, let's get to the Supra. Dang, son. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna continue working on the 2020 Toyota Supra, and today's the day that we're actually gonna try to get this whole entire thing painted. As you guys seen in the previous video, we knocked out all the body work that we had, and we even did a little bit of paint work to the bottom of the hood as well as the edges of that fender. Got all that stuff trimmed out, and all we really got left is a bunch of wet sanding. We're gonna wet sand the doors, the hood, the bumper, and the fenders. There's not that many body panels, but these body panels are pretty dang huge. As you know, this hood is massive, and also this bumper is pretty dang intricate. So we do got a lot of work on our hands, but what we're gonna try to do is actually knock that out this afternoon, because we are scheduled in for a paint booth tomorrow, so we don't want to miss this opportunity to get an absolutely amazing paint job. So we're just gonna go ahead, grab everything that we need, the water, the sandpaper, and hopefully get all this wet sanded. All right, so we finally got our first body panel completely wet sanded, and check that out, dude. It is nice and smooth. Got that nice sheen finish on it. This sucker did sand out fairly quickly, which is a great thing because we are right on schedule. So the next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and jump onto the other side, do the exact same thing, and once we knock it out, we're probably gonna go ahead and slap back on that fender, that hood, and then sand those parts out as well. All right, so we basically got this whole entire side wet sanded, but we almost forgot about the little primered area right here where we had some body work, and we're already running into a few issues, right?
Hey, the first issue is I used 2 sheets of 500 just to smooth that out, which is insane because I used that much on basically on an entire primer door. So this stuff is really strong stuff. And another issue is it has a ton of pinholes when you spray it. As you can tell, we did a bunch of like red glazing putty in it, already sanded it out, but we're probably not gonna go with that route ever again because we're just going through this can trying to read about it, and it doesn't say anything about it being for automotive.
This stuff right here is the automotive stuff right here that we usually use, and it says it right there, automotive, auto body technology. That stuff right there is probably made for arts and crafts or something like that.
Hey, you probably paint your mom's chair at home with this stuff right here, so.
But anyways, I guess we're not gonna risk it, and we're just gonna go ahead and spray this stuff over that right there, right?
Yeah, because we really don't want to spray paint or base coat on it, because usually with paint, we're using lacquer paint, not like water-based stuff, so it can react with different types of material really easily, and it also can possibly like shrink whenever you paint on something. So
yeah, we don't want any wrinkles.
We had that happen before with different types of primer, and that's why we always use this stuff, because this stuff never has an issue with that. So we got a little bit left in here out of these 2 cans that we have, so we're gonna go ahead and actually just spray some of this stuff over it. That way we just don't risk it anymore after that.
And then once we get that knocked out, then we're gonna bring in our hood and also that other fender, slap it on, and then we're gonna get the rest of this stuff sanded.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty guys, so we finally got everything 100% wet sanded. The hood, the bumper, the fenders, and even that primered area over there. We threw some more primer and sanded it smooth. So we are basically 100% ready to go. We're super happy that we actually knocked all this stuff out just in time. But as of right now, I guess we're just gonna have to catch you guys tomorrow in the morning.
All right, guys, so it is the next day here, and it is finally time to head to the paint booth. But before we do that, as you guys know, we do have to give this thing a nice wash. We have to actually wash it with some dish soap because we found out that's just the best way to just clean all the contaminants on it, and also it'll take off any like waxes or
basically
anything.
A degreaser.
Yeah, it just will degrease the whole car. Like if you sprayed your or washed your car with like a wash and wax, it'll like still stay on there, and you want all that off. So we're gonna go ahead and actually pour a bucket of soap. Make sure we clean everything. The windows don't roll up because I mean there's no way to open the door if you roll the windows up, so we don't want to roll them up. So we're just gonna have to water don't really damage anything.
Never did. Never has.
So we're just gonna go ahead and give this thing a nice clean wash underneath the hood and all that good stuff. And then I say we're gonna go ahead, pull the trailer out and start loading everything up. All right, guys, so the Supra is finally completely clean, and we got this sucker already strapped up on the trailer. Got that front bumper taped up, that way it doesn't go anywhere. We got all of our supplies in the truck and a bunch of extra stuff like tape, tarp, and anything else that we need to get this paint job complete. We may have to stop by a store on the way there though, because I don't believe we have enough clear coat, so we'll just grab some more. But anyways, let's just go ahead and jump in the truck and head towards the paint booth.
Alrighty guys, so we are finally here at the paint booth after stopping by and grabbing a couple gallons of clear coat because we were running a little bit low, but we are here, dude. It is go time. Hopefully everything goes nice and smooth. It is super hot today, which that's usually not a good thing, but since we're inside of a paint booth, I think things should go pretty dang smooth, man.
Oh yeah, and by the time we tape this thing up, the sun should go down a little bit and we should be A-okay.
And I'm super excited, man. I can't wait to have this sucker one color because this is just a good looking car, dude.
Oh yeah, and the front end, man, and once that sucker is painted, it's just gonna look a lot better.
Even better. But anyways, let's just go ahead and pull this sucker inside the paint booth and just start taping it up. Alrighty folks, so we finally got everything taped up and tarped off, and I gotta say this one right here was a little bit weird or funky or tricky, whatever you want to call it.
It was definitely a tricky one, especially after we took off those fake vents on the doors, man. We had to tape that up with like half of it foam tape, half of it regular tape, and especially with these little fenders in that hood right there. But you know what? We managed to get this sucker actually taped up very nicely. But, I mean, we're basically ready to throw some paint, dude.
We are really close. All we got left to do is just wax and grease remove everything and the front bumper, which we already popped off.
Yep.
But dude, a lot of foam tape was used. What'd you do here? Some plugs?
I had to do a bunch of plugs because there was just so much holes in here, and if you just leave that how it is, you'll paint it, and your window actually in there will have a bunch of overspray, so we don't really want that. Got all this plugged off with some foam tape. Got a bunch of foam tape under here, and there was just foam tape everywhere on this car.
Every car is a little bit different. I noticed that. It doesn't matter what, you're definitely gonna have to just kind of think outside the box and just kind of
Some cars are really easy, but some cars like this Supra right here are a little bit more difficult.
But it's fun. Always fun to do a challenge. But what's next?
Next, let's just go ahead and shut all these doors, turn on the air, and then we're gonna go ahead and wax and grease remove everything, pour up our paint, and start spraying our first base. Alrighty boys, so the base coat went down nice and smooth, so we're gonna go ahead and celebrate a little bit.
Let's see what we got here, man.
What did you order? I don't even know what you ordered.
The meats right there.
Oh,
you can't go wrong with that.
That's the best one, man.
Everything went smooth in there. 3 coats of base, right?
3 coats of base and then 1 mist coat, and I went ahead and blended to the doors, so we should be good. All we're lacking is just some clear coat, man.
The coverage was actually on point with that Standox paint.
Oh yeah, the Standox is actually some really good paint. It kind of sucks because I believe in Chattanooga they're gonna stop selling that, which I don't know. We may have to move on to something else.
We may have to either move on to something else or find another paint plug or something like that.
Who knows? But anyways, let's just go ahead, eat some of this pizza, and then go in there and spray some clear.
All right, so check this out, guys. We were just about to go in and spray some clear, and then out of nowhere, a pup just rolls up. I think with the mama too. Oh my gosh.
Dude, that is crazy.
That's just the cutest little puppy right there, man. Dude. What is that, like a pit bull or something?
I think so. I think it's like a pit bull mix. I think it smelled the pizza and ran over here because we're just about to mix up some clear. And
that pizza was pretty dang smelly.
Yeah, I know. And this little guy or girl ran over here and tried to get some food.
I love the color on this thing. We got to find the owner or something, man, because there is a pretty busy road right over there.
Right over there. So this is crazy.
That's just the cutest little pup right there. I think it's a red-nosed pit bull.
Something like that. Are you gonna calm down a little bit, or are you gonna want some pizza?
We gotta find the owner somehow. It may even be the neighbors over here or something.
Who knows? Because this is sketchy. You know, that road has some. It's a pretty high-speed road.
That is dangerous right there. We're gonna make sure these suckers go home safe for sure. But the mama is somewhere over there. I don't know what that thing is doing over there. Just barking at the other dog, the shop dog or something.
Oh yeah, the shop dog. And maybe a shop dog pups right here. That's a male though.
Look at that thing. But I guess we're gonna go ahead and figure this out right quick, and then we're gonna hop in there. I think that may be the owner right there.
all she wrote.
Dude, that is it, man. We'll give you guys a little sneak peek right now. Everything went down pretty dang smooth, right?
Oh yeah, everything went smoothly. There's fireworks going off, you know, just to celebrate the end of this paint job. But anyways, dude, everything is slick. We got everything already packed up. We're just gonna have to check it out tomorrow in the morning. All right, so it is the next day, so let's just go ahead and hop inside and check out this paint job, man.
It had plenty of time to dry, probably about 8 hours, so this sucker is ready to be transported.
Oh yeah,
but let's see.
It's dry, man.
Dang, son.
That's pretty slick on that door right there.
Super smooth right here. A little bit rough right there, right? That's where you blended, of course.
Yeah, that's where I blended. There's like a little bit of rough patch. I don't know what that's from. There's some on the I almost call this a roof, it's so big. There's some on the hood, but I'm thinking it's because it was just super hot. It was like 90 degrees in here. We were sweating like we were in a sauna, man.
Dude, for sure. But you know, it's not really good to paint when it's super hot, but you know what? That's just gonna make us, I guess, buff, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to buff anyways, no matter what, because the original paint job is slick like glass. But the best thing is there's no trash, there's no bugs, there's nothing, so this will cut down really fast with the buffer. Not a big deal, but dude, man, that turned out pretty dang good. And that's for the front bumper here. Dang, this sucker is slick.
Dude, I guess because it's plastic or something, but I don't know why it turned out so smooth compared to everything else. Look at that.
Dude, we probably won't even have to touch this with the buffer right there.
That'd be awesome. Hey, I'm all for it. The main thing is, though, this is all one color. The blend went perfect. There's no, like, mismatch or anything like that. As for this side, same thing, you know, a little bit of buffing
we
here
just
and
need
there.
to pull it out in the sun to really look at it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I guess what do you want to do, unwrap it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and unwrap it, take all the tape off, and pull this sucker out in the sun.
Dang, son. Look at them metallics, dude.
What she look like?
Dude, she looks beautiful. Dude, there is actually a good bit of metallics in here.
Is there?
Yes, sir. This is the best way to see it on a fresh paint job. I don't know what color metallics those are, but they kind of look greenish to me or something.
Say something about green.
It looks like green metallics or something.
Really?
But dude, I can't wait to buff it out. It looks super good from right here, but from certain angles, you can see a little bit of orange peel, but you know what? That's no big deal. They've seen us buff garage paint jobs into glass finishes,
like
man.
I said, dude, we can buff out Rhino liner to a glass finish if you wanted to.
Dude. You guys want to put that challenge against it?
No, I don't want to put that challenge up against it, but dude,
Looks
this thing
good,
does
man.
look slick. I can't wait to actually like mock up that front bumper. But anyways, let's I think we should load this thing up on the trailer backwards because you know that truck will throw like rocks.
Oh yeah, on the way here it did throw like some sort of
like dirt
and mud, so we definitely don't want any type of rock chips or just to contaminate this brand new paint job because it is still super fresh right now.
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and see if we can load this sucker up on backwards and then put all of our supplies in the truck and head back to the house.
Alrighty guys, so we are finally back at the house. We got the Supra in the sun just baking and curing. But that is pretty much all that we can do for today's video. Hopefully in the next one we can get this sucker completely buffed and we're gonna start piecing it completely back together. And I believe we got all the parts in from the dealership, so we just gotta head over there and actually pick them up. But with all that being said, that is gonna be a wrap for today's video. Make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at goonzquad. Also guys, I do want to mention that we just restocked on our salmon colored t-shirts. You got the Super Fire logo on the front and the dang sun on the back. These suckers go super quick. So if you guys want to help support your boys, definitely be sure to visit goonzquad.com and copy one. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.